Today we're talking about a music and style icon who has had hits across 5 decades, the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s and 2020s. She's won the Brits Global Icon Award. She won her first Grammy this year, but more importantly, she was the first person to win 4 Logies in one night at the 1987 Logie Awards. She was also the youngest gold Logie winner in history. Yes, she is Kylie Minogue. Hello everyone, my name is Eb. I'm a Sydney-based hair and makeup artist and this is The Culture of Beauty. Today we're talking about Aussie style and music icon Kylie Minogue. Now, according to TikTok, apparently a lot of North Americans don't know who she is. For Aussies, she's definitely seen as one of our most famous Aussie exports, and she's especially huge in Europe and the UK. While she started out as an actress, she's more well known for her music, but she continued to have small acting roles throughout her career, including one that you may have seen. She played the Green Fairy in Baz Luhrmann's Moulin Rouge.
I am the Green Fairy.
She has been such a chameleon throughout her career. She has reinvented herself so many times. She really is one of the queens of concepts in Western pop music. She really embraced this idea of like the visual, the choreography and the music all being a cohesive and complete performance piece. We don't see so much of this these days except for in K-pop. Today I'm very much going to focus on her music videos. So I really grew up with Kylie. I was a kid when she got famous and sort of followed her through her different eras. So I was really heavily influenced by Kylie's style, her aesthetic, the way that she embraced all these different sides of her personality and her style. I mean, what can I say? She's iconic. If you want to play a drinking game throughout this video, do a shot every time I say the word iconic, because there's really no other way to describe her. So I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial as well. Kylie is really known for her red glossy lips. She does a lot of red glossy lips throughout her music videos and throughout her career. And the look I'll be creating today is from, in my opinion, one of the best music videos of all time. It's called Confide in Me. She released it in 1994. So without further ado, let's do this tutorial and a visual history of the Princess of Pop, Kylie Minogue. So while she has these 6 different female stereotypes and 6 different themes within the video in terms of the backgrounds and the outfits, the makeup look is actually quite consistent across the board. So it's very cool toned. Apparently she did a fake tan the night before and then she turned up on the set and the music video director told her that he wanted her to be sort of really pale and anemic for the music video, so they had to pack on the makeup for this look. And of course I'll put up my mood board as usual. Yeah, so it's kind of like that indie sleaze look that's really popular at the moment. She loves a red lip, so I'm really excited to do Kylie's bold red lip. And her eye makeup is, you know, very defined with the black sort of liner, smudged out eyeliner, but then she's got this hazy kind of purple smoked out look. So you can see, yeah, the makeup is quite almost ashy. It's very cool toned. The contrast is up really high on some of those seams. So she looks very pale. The blush is placed in a very like sculpted kind of way. So let's get started. If I want a really matte finish, I really love the Stila Stay All Day foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation and I just really love the finish. It's almost like a skin-like finish. But yeah, it's definitely not too dewy or anything like that. So I've prepped my skin and I'm going to apply this with my fingers. Okay, so Kylie is really famous to us Aussies, of course, and also our friends in the UK, because she started her career in soap operas, and Aussie soap operas for some reason are, I don't know if they still are today, but they were just huge in the UK. Neighbours, Home and Away, that sort of thing. Kylie got her start with a few bit parts on a few small soap operas, so things like The Sullivans, Henderson Kids, Skyways. I've never heard of these. These are sort of before my time, or when I was like a baby. Then she got her big break on Neighbours, which is like an iconic long-running soap opera in Australia. And she played the ultimate tomboy icon, Charlene Mitchell. So she was like this little cutie student, and she later became a garage mechanic. So yeah, she was really, really cool and well-loved character.
Charlene!
She played opposite Jason Donovan. He was like a mega heartthrob. Eventually, their characters got married, and their wedding episode actually attracted 20 million viewers across Australia and the UK, which is crazy linear TV numbers. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of Shape Tape under the eyes, and just like a little bit here on a couple of small blemishes. I'm gonna do the eyelids too, just to prep those, and this blemish here, and I'll just pat it in with my fingers. Apparently, with some of her income from those early soap operas, she paid for singing lessons. She sang this song from the 60s called The Locomotion at an AFL charity event. AFL is the Australian Football League. It's really popular in Victoria, where Kylie was born and grew up, and where Neighbours was filmed. So some producers heard her singing that song at this charity event, and they got her to record a demo. And that demo got her a record deal, and The Locomotion became her first single. The Locomotion, it was written by Carole King in 1962, and it was performed by a singer called Little Eva. It became really popular because Little Eva created a choreography to go along with the song. There were quite a few covers through the 60s and 70s, but then it was reinvented for Kylie in the style of high energy pop, which was really popular during the late 80s. So yeah, in 1987, Kylie releases The Locomotion, and it takes Australia and the UK by storm. The music video is very cutesy. She's doing cute little dance. She's wearing her 80s outfits. It's all very cute and sweet and fun. So next, as I like to do, we're going to move on to eyes. How are we going to tackle these eyes? I'm going to use this Natasha Denona palette. It's the Mini Xenon palette. It's got a few really good, cool tones for us to play with. So I'm just going to start with a big flat brush like this, a packer brush. So I'm going to start with this shade Puff. It's just an off-white kind of shade here right on the end. So as a follow-up to The Locomotion, she releases I Should Be So Lucky in 1987, and this becomes her first #1 hit. And again, this is quite a cutesy music video. She's like wearing this cute little flouncy white dress, very innocent little Kylie, kind of dancing around her bedroom. So these first two singles really put her on the map. She's very much cute and innocent Kylie until she meets her first love, notorious bad boy and INXS frontman, Michael Hutchence. So they start a romance in 1989 and people are obsessed with them because they couldn't be more opposite. She's the good girl next door and he's the bad boy. It's during this time she has her first iconic red carpet moment, and she's wearing this noughts and crosses dress by Australian label Morrison Edmonston. And Kylie and Michael Hutchence are at the premiere of her first film, The Delinquents, and they're kind of matchy-matchy. She's wearing this pixie wig as well, and she just looks so cool. They both look so cool. People were freaking out thinking that she had cut her hair, but it was just a wig. And this is a big moment for Kylie, and it starts to become a turning point for her. She has said that Michael Hutchence did have a huge impact on her style. Okay, so next I'm gonna go into the crease with a purple color. I might mix a couple of things. So I've got this Stiller palette, and it's actually color correcting palette, but it's got this lilac color correcting powder. So I'm gonna mix this with this Morphe lilac. I think it's called Bubbly Babe. I'm gonna use a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend into the crease. So I'm gonna dip into both like that. We'll start there, and then yeah, if we need to build it up further. So I'm trying to stay kind of just above the crease. So during her time dating Michael Hutchence, this is when we see Kylie's first reinvention. She had complained with her record label that she didn't have enough creative control. So while they were still controlling her music, she felt like she could express herself through her fashion and her style. And her next single in 1990, called Better the Devil You Know, is the first single where she had more creative control over the music video as well. This is one of my favorite Kylie Minogue songs, and it's a lot of people's favorite actually. You can see in this music video is very much the birth of sexy Kylie. She starts to express herself a bit more. She's not so much that innocent girl next door. This song garnered a very unexpected fan in Nick Cave of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, another iconic Aussie rocker. He called Better the Devil You Know one of pop music's most violent and distressing love lyrics. The reason he said this was that he felt the juxtaposition of cute, innocent Kylie singing about this like emotionally abusive relationship that she continues to go back to painted a very harrowing image. Now, Nick Cave was not the only mega fan of this song. This song also put Kylie on the map as a gay icon. So now I'm going to buff in some of this deeper purple into the outer corner. So this became a huge gay club hit, and if you watch the music video, it's a really gay video. So this begins like Kylie's ascension to becoming an incredible gay icon. It was not engineered in any way at all. It was just like totally organic. I'm just creating this kind of like a V shape. So yeah, that kind of takes us to the early 90s. She's doing big things. She is like pop's princess. Nick Cave and Kylie would actually later collaborate. I'm going to talk about that song as well, another one of my favorite Kylie songs, and they become lifelong friends. So now I'm going to take this previous brush that I used for the pale purple, and I'm just going to buff that all in. She releases a few other pop songs. She's a bit more sexy now, so again, another cover, a song called Celebration, which is a cover of the Kool and the Gang song from 1980. And that comes out in 92 after her breakup from Michael Hutchence. But then what she does in 1994 shocks everyone. She comes out with arguably the biggest banger of her career and, in my opinion, one of the most iconic music videos of all time. The song is called Confide in Me, and that's the look we're doing today. Next, we're going to deepen everything up with some black. So this is Natasha Denona's Blackest Black. Let's go. I'm scared but excited. So I'm just going to take this flat, short and flat packer brush. I'm going to start with it, sort of using it as eyeliner. So Kylie has switched record labels. She's switched producers. So she's now working with these producers called Brothers in Rhythm. This is the beginning of a very long relationship with those producers. And this is a totally new sound for Kylie. The music video is as iconic as the song itself. This is like the mid-90s, the height of like self-reflexivity, and it's a really meta film clip where she plays these 6 female stereotypes. It's super postmodern and cool because she had been put into these boxes. It was really cool to see how she reflected on that and expressed that in this music video. So I'm just going to keep dragging it up and out, and I've just gone under the eye a little bit here too. And then I'm going to get a clean brush, just this short brush, and just buff that all in at the edges. Just going to go over the edges with a bit more of this deep purple. With a clean brush, I'm just going to buff out all the edges just to soften that all. She's very tight lined, so I'm just going to grab some black eyeliner. This is the Flevado and Albedo black kohl liner, just a classic black. Just get really into the gaps in between your eyelashes. I would have been like 12 when this song came out. When I tell you I was obsessed with this music video, like I cannot even. Every single outfit was so cute, and the possibilities of this music video, the way that she showed how she could reinvent herself as a young girl entering like my tween years. This was so exciting to me. The idea that I could be anything I wanted to be. This video had a major impact on my personal style for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up some of the edges before we continue on. This song also had some Middle Eastern elements, which we all know I love. But yeah, it was just crazy the impact that this had. Again, I don't know if this ever made an impact in North America, but my God, the chokehold it had on us Aussies and Europeans was insane. Just gonna drag the purple a little more across because I can see that hers is, in some of the scenes, it looks a bit more 60s. Okay, let's talk about the different outfits, the 6 different looks that she had in the video. She had that cute little like Tweety bird look, the fluffy feathered yellow jacket with the red hot pants. And again, hot pants are going to be an ongoing theme in Kylie's career. I'm going to pop some false lashes on while I keep talking about this. And then she's got the call girl, so the little pigtails in the red dress Kylie, the rainbow Kylie, so she's almost got that 60s flicked bob. There are a couple of more sort of edgy Kylies. She's wearing like a hot pink top and I think cargo pants, and she's got a studded choker. There are illustrations of pills behind her. We've got the latex suit Kylie, so she's in front of a blood splatter. And then finally, and what I think was maybe a reference to her film that was coming out that same year, it was called Street Fighter, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. We've got camo Kylie in front of a cute camo peace symbol. and she's wearing this cute little like mini camo outfit. What do you think? What was your favorite look in the video? So I am wearing the Mecca false lashes. So I've got the long and the medium ones. I'm just going to put a couple of long ones on the end just to give me that more sort of elongated look. And I'll pop a couple of medium ones in there as well. So moving on from Confide in Me, I mentioned Street Fighter. So she starred in this film. It was filmed in Queensland alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme, with whom she had a brief affair, allegedly, according to Van Damme. In this movie, she's like, again, like a cute, tough girl. And she's like the OG Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider. Like, she's got these cute camo fits. She's got her long braid, her little hat. I just remember the press shots for this were like everywhere at the time. And then she does this song. It's from the same album as Confide in Me, which was called Kylie Minogue, self-titled. It's called Put Yourself in My Place, and it's another conceptual spectacular. It was inspired by Jane Fonda's Barbarella, and she slowly takes off elements of her outfit until she's naked. It's like Kylie owning her sexuality, taking back her control. It was this whole album, and the singles from this album were mega critically acclaimed. Okay, so then we get to 1995. Her old mate, Nick Cave, is back in the picture. They do a duet. It's called Where the Wild Roses Grow.
Why they call me that I do not know.
It's another super conceptual music video. This time it's a lot darker than we've seen from Kylie in the past. The press starts to call her Indie Kylie. It's around this time as well that she cuts her hair into a pixie cut. And yeah, she's just really freaking cool. But she's also trying to leave behind the cute Kylie image. She was burnt by that experience of sort of feeling as though she was a puppet, like a pop music machine that had to make all these like poppy songs. And so she was really sort of working hard to live up to this indie Kylie sort of image that she had created for herself. Then she does something that like shocks everybody. So in 1996, she goes down to the Royal Albert Hall where the Poetry Olympics are taking place, and she performs a spoken word version of I Should Be So Lucky.
In my imagination, there is no hesitation. I dream about you all the time. In my mind, a celebration, sweetest of sensation. Thinking you could be mine.
That appearance is actually what inspired this hairstyle today. She was growing out a pixie cut. My pixie cut's pretty grown out at the moment, and she just tied her hair into little knots like this. And apparently she just walked down there from her house in the clothes that she was wearing. She's wearing a cute little baby tee, no bra, tracksuit pants, and she does this iconic reading of I Should Be So Lucky, and the crowd freaking loves it. There's actually a really good recent podcast interview she does with Paris Hilton where she talks about this experience, and the only reason she went down was because she was invited by Nick Cave, whom she loved and respected so much. And it was such a hit of a performance. This was sort of a turning point for her where she had started to embrace her past and embrace who she was. And I guess like be able to reflect on that there were many facets of her personality and her public image, not just indie Kylie or cute Kylie. She could be all of them. And the next chapter of her career is where we sort of start to see that all come to light, and she starts to explore that more and more. So then in 97, she releases the album Impossible Princess. What a cool title for an album. Anyway, so she releases this album. The first song from the album is called Some Kind of Bliss. The music video is really cute. She's got this really beautiful red bob, which I love. It's the next single that everyone loses their mind over. So she's just done Confide in Me, and then she takes it to the next level with Did It Again. Instead of female stereotypes, Kylie plays 4 different Kylie stereotypes. I'm just going to use this Smashbox contour palette, and I'm just going to use this contour shade here. It's quite a grayish brown shadow color for me. And I'm just going to pop it on with this fluffy guy. So yeah, you have the different stereotypes. There's sex Kylie, which I guess is referring to like sexy era Kylie. This version of Kylie is blonde, kind of bleached wig, really like that indie sleaze kind of makeup. She's a bit, I guess, referencing kind of, I don't know, grunge makeup. She looks a bit Courtney Love. And then you've got cute Kylie. She's in this very cute like hot pants and crop top combo, this like hot pink, which is a great color for Kylie and a color that we see come up time and time again for Kylie. And then you've got indie Kylie, of course. So she's in this slicked back ponytail, and she's wearing the red capri pants and red top. And then you've got dance Kylie, which is sort of a precursor to what would come next for Kylie. Okay, so Impossible Princess era, such a great time for Kylie. She's sort of self-aware. She's embraced her past. My favorite mascara for a look like this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. So yeah, we've been in this like indie Kylie era through the mid to late 90s. I guess what everyone was expecting was that Kylie would continue on that journey, but in true Kylie style, she did not. This is a lip liner from Kester Black. It's actually an eyeliner from Kester Black, but I'm using it as a lip liner. The shade is called AI. Going in with my Old Faithful Makeup by Mario lip palette, I'm going to use this cool red shade here. And I'm going to do it with this like technique that I just saw on Pat McGrath's Instagram, where she uses her finger to apply the lipstick because she says she gets a really good edge. So she dips her finger in. I've just put it on the palette. She dips her finger in and then just like presses it onto the lip. She says it creates that perfect like edge. This is the perfect color. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to finish it off with a lip brush because this is getting too messy. Let me set the scene for you. It's the year 2000. Sydney is vibing because we're about to hold the Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics. I'm like 17, turning 18. I'm in my final year of high school. Everybody is down to party. It's just like Sydney is just the biggest party town at the turn of the millennium. And then what Kylie does is drops a freaking dance banger. The song is called Spinning Around. The album is called Light Years. It is a sensation. I'm gonna mix in some of this lipstick on the back of my hand with the foundation that I used, and that will be my blush look. I think I need a bit more foundation. In the music video, she wears these gold lame hot pants that apparently she picked up for less than $1 from a vintage store. Those shorts, they're a celebrity in and of themselves. Like, the only thing people want to talk about in interviews is the shorts. She ended up donating those shorts to a museum in Melbourne, and now they sit behind bulletproof glass. And then she drops this other song, which is my preferred song from that album. It's called On a Night Like This. The music video, it was filmed in Monte Carlo. It's loosely based on the movie Casino. She plays this kind of like mistress character to this mobster who is played by Dutch actor Rutger Hauer. It's got this like melancholy aspect to it, which I love. And then she performs at like the Olympics closing ceremony. She performs at the Paralympics opening ceremony. So while she's doing this kind of disco dance thing, there's also this like showgirl aspect of Kylie that's coming out. So she's starting to wear more elaborate stage outfits, corsetry, all that kind of stuff. We're not going to go into her stage outfits because this video is already going to be so long. We just don't have enough time, but she's just been active across so many decades. So it's just like, there's so much to cover. People think this is like the iconic disco dance album, and then if that wasn't enough, in 2001 she backs it up with the album Fever. Now again, I guess I would have been like 18 turning 19 when this album came out, and I was like not into pop music at all at that stage in my life. Like, I was just like, you know, I was indie ebb. Like, I was really into like, you know, listening to like grunge and like the Smashing Pumpkins and PJ Harvey. But this album had a chokehold on me big time. It was such a good album, and it still is today. I just listened to it recently and it still holds up. So the first single from this album is just like, if you think those hot pants were like amazing, wait till you see the outfits in this music video. The song was called Can't Get You Out of My Head, and she wore this hooded cat suit with the deepest cut you've ever seen. I don't know how she danced in that. Like, there would have been a lot of like Hollywood tape involved, but she looked so cool. She said that for this music video, she was very inspired by Grace Jones, which is a favorite on this channel. So yeah, you can definitely see the influence there. She was going for this like futuristic thing, which was all the rage, you know, in that Y2K era. So it was really cool. And she had so many singles from this album. It may as well have been like a visual album. So I encourage you to watch them. I'm going to link them all below. Then she releases the song In Your Eyes. So from that one, I just want to call out the amazing ribbon dress that she wears. These colors, like these cool muted tones that she often wears, really suit her. Then she releases Love at First Sight, maybe my favorite song off the album. And this is the one in her recent Paris Hilton interview. This is the Y2K look that she said she would want to bring back. And her makeup is really directional and graphic here. So she's got this blue eye makeup look, which is really cool. And then she releases my favorite music video from this album. The song is called Come Into My World, and the music video is directed by iconic French film and music video director Michel Gondry. And there's lots of camera tricks in here, but you've got Kylie walking around Paris streets in a circle, and as she does a lap, another Kylie appears, and then you've just got these multiple Kylies going around in circles. In 2003, she follows up that album with another album called Body Language. The lead single of this album is called Slow, and it has another iconic conceptual music video.
Come on and dance with me. Yeah.
there are a lot of great aerial shots in the music video. It's like super sexy and cool and just amazing. And she's got the iconic Kylie red lips again. She goes on a world tour in 2005 and sadly she's diagnosed with breast cancer. She was meant to perform at Glastonbury, which she can't do because she's got to go into treatment. She was sad that that opportunity passed her by, but she really had to obviously focus on her health and her recovery, which thankfully she made a full recovery from breast cancer. And as her hair grew out, she then went back to that iconic Kylie pixie cut. She was only 37 at the time of diagnosis. So then she does a few more Mardi Gras performances. She releases some more stuff in between, like in the 2010s and stuff. Like I think there's like a folk album, and then she does a Christmas album. And then you would think in the 2020s it's kind of over for Kylie, but no, she refuses to quit. She drops in 2023 the iconic, again iconic, I just can't, there's no other word for her but iconic. She drops the gay anthem, Padam Padam. It's a huge hit. So with that, I'm gonna bring this video to an end. My makeup look is complete. I hope that for anyone wanting to know a little bit more about Kylie, that this video has helped you discover a bit more about the icon whom we love. So go Kylie. I can't wait to see what you do next. We love you. If you're new to my channel, I post new videos every single week looking at the impact of culture on beauty and of beauty on culture. And sometimes I love to do a deep dive on style icons from all over the world, like today's video on Kylie Minogue. So if you liked it, please hit like and subscribe. If there are any other icons that you'd love to see me research and create a makeup look for, please leave a comment below, and I will see you next week.